So right now, all right, making planters for a job, and I'll show you how I make them. I need Dave though.
Is this a garden planter?
Yeah, these are raised beds. Person that wanted these planters wanted them kind of tall because his wife's got a bad back. So I don't think you need to have them like 16, 17 inches tall, but that's why we made them 3-log.
So these are cedar?
These are cedar. So right there is 2 planters.
What's the dimension?
They're 3 by 7. The garden outside measurement is 12 by 20.
Sweet.
So there's going to be 4 planters in this small garden. Ah! Okay, I'm going to hold to my. See, we're going to use our table as our jig. So this is our one right angle, or one corner, and then we just pin this right here. Just to hold it.
Say this one next?
Yep, I think this one. We gotta turn it around now. You have 2 small ends. So we're reversing sides. Big end to small end, big end to small end. And we have a 7-foot line right here. You should always throw your tools like that. Okay?
All right.
So this is 3 foot. This is our 7-foot line right here we got on the deck, on the table. And it was right there, Dave. So now I'm going to cut off the excess. These are our ends. And we're just checking the 36 to the outside of the log. Okay, that's good. Got to cut a miter. I'm looking at the inside corner where they cross to the outside. Now Dave has to move it down the width of the curve for the saw blade of the bar. Now, lighters fit right in. All right, hang on. This one's good. We do a screw from here and low. And I'll show you why in a second. And you can see our miters. Now, when our second course of logs comes like this, when the second course of log comes like this, I have to take a little bit. This is our base. You gotta re-put one in here and pull that in. Dave will tighten that up and then I'll get another one ready. Got to get all the little nuts. Yeah, well, we're not going to get that out. Don't hit the driveway. Is we're going to do a thing called we're going to coat the bottom of the log out of this. This is our first course. So in order to lock onto this, we have to cut a V in the bottom of the next course. So it fits tight so the dirt in the raised bed doesn't seep out. We want it to fit tight. Actually, let me put a little gas in this too. It's hard for somebody to learn how to do what I do as fast because you're doing this forever. So to get a straight line, when I take a line from that, I don't use any line. I just use the saw and my eye. So what I'm going to do is take a straight line down the middle. Okay. Take your line and look down the bottom.
Oh, damn, dude.
All right. So now I take it, spin it a little bit. Good, right? It's off. It's off. I can see daylight. Okay. out, it's going to blow. Go ahead. That looks nice. All right, hang on. Let me just let me run the saw through this.
I hit a screw.
Oh no!
If I go like this and I just use my grip, when I run and I drag like this, I'm using 16 inches. And by walking it back to the knob, that's 16 inches. You understand that? But if you get lost in the woods, the old timer told me, when I got when I was young, I got the reason why I can do straight line with that is because I use the whole bar. You know, probably people don't have the carving bars that I have because I do chainsaw carving. So the small tip makes it a safe saw. I mean, you can get it from Bailey's Logging Supply. That's where I get them from online. And you can make cuts on limbs, and you can do plunge cuts, and it won't kick on you, and it won't kick back, or you won't get the kickback. But when I use my saw, if I use my tip to try to do a line, I'm only looking at like maybe 2 inches. You see, so if I try to do that, I'm going to wave. I'm not going to make a straight line. But if you watch when I'm sawing, I throw the saw low. So I'm not only using the bar, I'm using this part of the saw too to make me a straight line. And I pull it through. So the bar itself keeps me straight. The length of the bar keeps me straight, and the handle. So if you find yourself doing this, I think I'm doing what Hoppy's doing, but you're going like this. First of all, if you have a regular saw and that tip is in there, you're going to get kickback. You want to lower the handle, drag the saw like this. All right, and then that'll give you your depth too. You want to go maybe about 2 inches in. Takes a lot of years to get them pretty straight to where you might have to go over them once or twice, but all in all, you'll get the picture. You can even take, if you're a little nervous about making a straight line, take a piece of 1x material, screw it into the log, making sure your screws aren't on an angle so you hit them with the chain, and just use that as your straight edge. But I just kind of do it freestyle with the saw. So we're going to make one more. And we needed 4 for this job. You can see we got 3 on there now. You know, 3 is overkill, I believe. This is a deep bed. And you're looking at the bed now upside down. So when I take these off to the garden, I'm taking the bottom layer first. Then this one will stack on top of that, and this one, that's the way it was built. So that's the way it's stacked, and it looks a little uneven now. But once it gets stacked, they'll lock back into place. But one of these, I think, is sufficient for a raised bed. 6 inches of dirt, 8 inches of dirt. This log here is probably 7-inch diameter. Throw some rocks under the edges, better than pressure treated. Lasts longer than 2x material, or rough sawn, or whatever you're going to use. And it's organic. When it rots, it becomes part of your soil. And then you just put another log to the outside. These beds, I did a garden 20 years ago. They're still up. So gives you an idea. So we're going to make one more, and then those beds are done, and then we got to make a gate.